So for the first little drive, I thought I'd take over by the lake. Nice little lake over here. It's really nice in summer, but it's a bit bleak at the minute where there's no leaves or anything on the trees. But I thought I'd get a few photos. What we've done is we made some door cards up, some race car door cards. You can see we've just knocked them up and got some strap in, riveted the strap into the door so we can pull that shut now. So I thought I'd give you a view around the car in the daylight, pre-clean. Got the ugly 88 spec bumper on there at the minute, so that's got to come off. It's just on there for MOT. Engine bay's looking tidy. So obviously the wheels still need a refurb, but there's another one back on the road. So it's time to get some road testing in because we've got an event coming up very soon. So we just got to get, there's a slight misfire on boost and a few other little bits that are be easy to sort out. So it seems over this place we've got a nest full of parrots up in the trees. Don't know if you can hear them in the background, but also we're a bit keen on the old carping, and it's freezing cold at the minute, and the fish are still in the shallow water. So you can see there's a carp there in about 2 foot of water. So you join us down here today. We're getting the tracking done on the car. You see that we fitted a Quaife quick rack to the car, so the steering's all over the place at the minute. We're going to sort the toe and the camber out and get it set up for track. But over in the corner here, there's an E46 M3. I love this colour. It's Laguna Seca blue. But what I noticed is, I don't know if a lot of you know this car, but it had a front man intercooler. So it's obviously supercharged. It's got a set of rotor grids on it, and it looks like it's having a 4-wheel alignment done, CSL boot lid, but Laguna Seca blue in the sun really, really looks amazing. My favourite colour. Also at the other side of the car park, this maroon Sierra Estate, prime for a cosy lump. Don't see many of these on the road anymore. So there's an hour and a half wait, so we're going to grab some food from that cafe. I'm going to have a little look around. A lot of these alloys are show alloys, but we're going to have a look at them anyway. There's a couple of race alloys over in the corner. Going to have a look at them. OZ ones, Sparco ones. There's also a well-stocked Auto Finesse stand, so big up Auto Finesse. I really like these OZ Algeritas. These ones are 18s and they weigh nothing at all. So light, aren't they? Yeah. Here's the M3 over there. So that's the tracking done. Let's go and get some fuel. So there's no other place that you take your car to get fuel other than Shell. You cannot beat a bit of V-Power goodness. By far the best fuel in the market. So tracking's done on the car. It's driving a lot better than it did. I've got a little misfire we've got to sort out when it gets to, well, not even when it comes on boost, just the revs are high, it starts to miss a little, so we're going to go over a few of the sensors, set them up again. We've just changed the ignition leads. It's still temporary at the minute, so it looks untidy. Changed the coil pack. Trying some ignition amps as well. So we're just going to re-gap the pickup for the crank sensor, and the same with the cam sensor, see if it helps out. So I just went over some sensor gaps. So this is the cam sensor. On the Cosworth, this is actually the crank sensor. We reverse and round. And down here, if you're not used to the Cosworth management conversions, that's a crank sensor. That's a 1.8 CVH. They've got to be set to specific gaps. So we just re-gapped and that was all good. There's a bit of grinding dust on the bottom one. It's a magnetic pickup. So Cleaned that off, re-gapped them, and trying to sort this little misfire issue we've got out. So we're going to get rid of these electric windows and electric window motors because, as I said in previous episodes, that motor sticking out there is no good at all. We can't fit the door bars on. So we've got some winding mechanisms now. Come in the post, we've got the handles and everything. We're going to get fitting them. So I've just got the motor out the door, and here's a comparison of the mechanisms. Obviously this is the motor. And I know you can't feel, but it weighs an absolute ton compared to the mechanisms out there. We're even going to weigh it because this just literally weighs nothing. So I'm going to save a nice bit of weight in the doors. Doors are going to be trimmed out anyway. We're just making up some door cards as well at the minute. So a little update, we just had to do a bit of custom work. This is the manual winder mechanism, and you can see that these ones are different. This is from a cabriolet. We thought they'd be the same. It's a 2-door cabriolet. These are the electric motor ones, and you can see this bar along the top's different. You can see the spacing of the rollers are a lot different. So on the cabriolets, this roller would sit here. So what we've done is we've ground down the back of it and we've moved it. You can see we've welded it at the same spacing as the top one, so it fits into the windows. And I'm just in the process of doing this one now. So we've just removed this one from the middle section and this welded onto here, and then the rollers will sit in the right position and allow the windows to go up. So here you can see a bit more clearer of what I'm talking about. Obviously this is the one with the motor. So this is the electric window. It weighs an absolute ton, by the way. You can see the spacing of the rollers that the glass winds up on. You see how far apart they are. On the cabriolet, they was here. So they had it here and here, and you can see that weren't going to work. So we measured it out, see that that bar across there was exactly the same length. So we made sure that the spacing was right that way, which it is now. It sits there perfectly. So we cut the one off of here, welded it onto here, job done. Now they go up perfect. So I've got the winding windows in there. See how much cleaner that looks with just a handle there. No motor sticking out, so we can get the door bars in, welded in, because we won't be able to get them in at the minute. And we knocked up some door cards, just out some sheeting. And we're going to coat them, or we're going to paint them. We're going to obviously cut them out with for the hole for the winder. And they're going to look clean in there. Look at this, running mint. Who needs electric windows? You're never going to get electric windows on an Escort going up that fast. Look at that, go on, Formula 1 style. Hey. So I did say in a previous episode that we're going to get this turbo on, but it serves us right for choosing a Cosworth turbo, and Cosworth tax is ridiculous these days. So obviously we had the exhaust housing. We had to get a compressor housing, and the compressor housing was absolute nightmare to get hold of. And we had to get a second-hand one in the end. It's absolutely mint inside, hasn't got a mark in it. But look what we had to pay, £114 for a second-hand compressor housing. So this is for a T34, but you can see inside it's absolutely perfect. There's not a mark on it. So it's absolutely fine to use. But yeah, so we have to clean this up. This is a Ford item off a large turbo Escort Cosworth, and then in the next episode this will be fitted. The car will be going for mapping because it's over fueling a bit at the minute. Definitely needs mapping. Get a bit of boost for it, and that way we can use it at Santa Pod. There's an event coming up and we want to get it there, so we're going to get some trip weights on the front and see what it does. Aiming for 13s, high 13s, that'll do for now. And yeah, so that's going to be in the next episode, so look forward to that. No idea what sort of times we're going to do up there, but it'd be a bit of fun. Take the RS Tour up Santa Pod. We ain't been up there for a long time. I'm used to taking the Astras up there. My Astra does 12-second passes. I've no idea what this one's going to do. It's a totally different setup, different engine. So we'll see, have a bit of fun. So yeah, join us in the next episode. That turbo will be on.